Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of cryptocurrency series in Techfanatic official channel. Today I'm going to talk about Skyrim Finance. Now, why I'm talking about this is because I've received a lot of feedback that I talk about projects that just launched recently or a month ago, and some of you are interested to invest in projects before they even launch or on the day of launch. First thing is I don't want to give financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor, and investing in a project on the first day or before they're launching is quite risky. But I wanted to listen to your feedback, and this is a project that I'm following, and they're going to launch on the 31st of August. So I'm sharing this with you, and I'm hoping that it's going to be successful for me and for all of you, and hoping that some of you can benefit from this video and participate in it. So the project I'm going to introduce today is Skyrim Finance. They're going to be the basically robo-advisor of the decentralized finance ecosystem. And they're saying that they're going to be the first multi-chain decentralized structured finance for fixed rate and leveraged DeFi products. Now, what they mean by this, let's break this down a bit more. So in the DeFi market, we have two types of investors. Some of them are more risk averse, so they rather have fixed rate interest. Some of them are more prone to having risk. So the ones that are risk averse, let's say you put, for example, $100 in some decentralized finance, or you put Ethereum or cryptocurrency, and you're expecting 4% APY or 20% APY, depending on which platform you're using. That's sort of fixed for you. You know what you're getting either as a token or as the stable coin, like US dollar coin or USDT. Whereas the leveraged one is more yield farming. First of all, it depends on how many people deposit money into it. And also it's sometimes it's leveraged. So there might be more risk involved, especially with farming. So Skyrim Finance is trying to bring both investor profiles in one roof and adjust that basically by having a yield pool that's suiting both of them. So you could have the fixed rate and also leveraged APY or annualized return basically. When you look at this chart, you have the on-chain or within the basically decentralized finance, multi-chain decentralized finance market, Compound, Uniswap, these are all market makers or swaps basically. So they would be one of the components of the yield pool. And then you've got the off-chain revenue stream. So the bonds, stocks, real estate, and loans, they become an aggregator into the yield finance pool. And then they would provide support for the fixed rate and the leveraged annualized finance. Another, I guess, benefit for this project is they are multi-chain. So Ethereum, Binance, and Polkadot ecosystems, they support all three of these. So let's look at the features quickly. They have multiple structured finance products, being an ecosystem for DeFi products with risk-adjusted return. So if it's the fixed return, it's more risk averse. If it's the leverage one, obviously more risk. And they use different strategy like that robo-advisor basically to optimize yield through the APY vaults for fixed or yields. Being interoperable through NFTs. So they're going to use NFTs, non-fungible tokens, to let you transfer between different accounts and even use wrap tokens. And also they are multi-chain, that's very important. So you have 3 different chains in one roof basically, and you could get the yield from all of them. Self-evolving and community-based. So if you're a token holder, you can propose and vote if you have the governance token to basically, if you want to make an upgrade, if you want to manage the platform, if you want bringing new sort of investment. But obviously, if you have more token holding, you would have a larger voting power. And the last point is what I touched on. So they're going to be built on Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Polkadot, which will bring that support for multi-chain interoperable function. When you look at the token function, so you can have liquidity mining and rewards. As a market maker, they would get benefits and rewards with the Skyrim tokens. Before doing that, I actually like to cover one more topic here. So going to the market opportunity, what they're saying is there are 2.5 trillion global value of unfunded assets, and even 1% of that is 12.5 billion. And now's finance is one of the current cryptocurrencies. That's an opportunity for them. So they're just comparing that to now's finance. And then this slide is a bit old. It's at the moment higher, but let's just go with the flow and say $12.7 billion total value locked in DeFi. It's much more now. Even 65% of that being off-chain collateral on stable coins. So not within the chain, it might be in centralized finance or other places. So they're saying even 65%, that 65% is $8.25 billion. Even tokenizing 1% of that will make them one of the largest financial products in the market for Skyrim. So I like that they've got a good target market. They understand how their product can benefit people, and they're not having a very unrealistic goal. So that's really good from them. You talked about the features. I wanted to talk about the tokens. So the tokens, there's two, Skyrim token and the Tranche token. So with the functionality, now we can go back. The Skyrim token can be used for liquidity mining rewards. So those market makers participating will get pool rewards. There would be incentive for new products. So they would give real users grants or funds in Skyrim token. Governance and voting, that's more the Tranche token. That's the governance token for them. So that's a dual model that they're using. If you're having a Skyrim token, you can use that to convert that, deposit that to get Tranche token, stake that Tranche token and get more rewards, or you could use the Tranche token also for governance. Whereas Skyrim is more for grants, for market makers, for protocol fees, for liquidity provision. So this is the difference between the two token models. Now, in terms of the team, I'm interested also to talk about the team. Let's quickly skip to the team. The team has actually a good background. So they've worked in Casper Labs, they've worked in Credit Suisse, MantraDAO, Wharton University. So they do have a finance background in the equity and stock market and also cryptocurrency products. That's a very good combination to have. They also have an interesting set of backers and VCs. So having MantraDAO, Exenet Network, AO21, Chorus Ventures, these are all projects that have invested in good project and pools as well. So that gives you a peace of mind that there are good backers for this project. The team is not that apparent, so you can't find all of them on LinkedIn, but I have digged up the team and I have communicated with them. So I'm pretty much fine with that, because sometimes the projects don't want too much contact outside of the blockchain world, and that's understandable at the moment. They also compare the product. So right now we have Barnbridge, it's already live. The token symbol ticker is Bond, and they're also on Coinbase right now. They're comparing themselves to Barnbridge, and they're saying that what can be different between them. So multi-chain, yes, Bond is not multi-chain. It's not on Polkadot and Binance and also Ethereum. They're on Ethereum, I mean, not in the other chains. They don't have a dual token model. I guess the big benefit of Skyrim has that they distinguish that if you want to do governance and voting and sort of staking, you can use the Tranche token, whereas the Skyrim token is more for liquidity and the fees and that sort. They have a fixed rate vault, especially for the low risk products. They have a marketplace, and they have a obviously low market cap because they haven't launched. So 98 million market cap of a circulating supply. I'm not sure right now what's the market cap for Barnbridge. We can check that out actually. That just made me very curious. Let's see, Barnbridge. So Barnbridge or Bond right now has a market cap of 124 million or a fully diluted value of 297. So even higher, and they have a locked value of 77. That's pretty impressive, with a maximum supply of 10 million tokens. So, all right, that's good comparison that Skyrim made, and the potential is high because they haven't launched. Now, the next part is the tokenomics, which I'm interested to talk about. There's going to be 100 million tokens. They have allocated 10% to the team, and there's going to be nothing unlocked for the first 9 months. Advisors, nothing unlocked for the first 3 months. Seed sale, they're going to have 12.5% on the first day, and the rest is going to be a monthly vesting for the next 6 months. Private sale is going to be 15%, and the rest is going to be vesting for the next 6 months. What I like is the seed and private sale price is not very different. So it's not like the seed price is going to be 4 times. You see in a lot of coins, the seed is like 4x or 2x higher. This is good. This means the VCs really believe in this project, and the private sale also has a higher amount. These are all positive tokenomics information. In terms of public sale, it's going to be 5%, and all of that is unlocked on the first day. They have a lot of marketing and liquidity fund. I'm very big fan of their tokenomics, and that was one of the key reasons I invested in this project as well. Now, in terms of their public sale, they have taken an approach to launch on Gate as a centralized exchange, Gate.io. I'll put the link on the description as well, so you can have a look on how you can participate. They'll also go and advertise the project on Zendit. Zendit MantraDAO basically is something that some people hold. The snapshots being taken today, so I don't know if you have enough time to go and invest in MantraDAO for this. So if you already hold MantraDAO, this project is coming in the next few days. I'm going to put the link on the description as well. Make sure you participate if you're interested. There's going to be a raise of $120,000. But the next thing that's very interesting and I would like to talk about is they're going to launch on Thorstarter. It's going to be the first project to launch on Thorstarter. Thorstarter is the Thorchain launchpad. They've gone really big. So we know that there's many launchpads at the moment. There are like 50 launchpads, but Thorstarter started, I think, on the first day on, if I'm not mistaken, 1 cent. And right now they've gone up to even 60 cents at their all-time high. I think now they're sitting at 45 cents, but they are very huge and have a big supporter, even though they went through even some issues in terms of their smart contract in the last couple of months. Thorchain really backed them up. So that's really positive sign. And that means the Skyrim Finance is very important launch, because this is the first launch of the Thorstarter. They want to impress the investors. They want to make sure people remain interested in them. So that means Skyrim is going to be very promising for them. And they have taken a smart approach of not restricting the investment. So some information, again, I'll put this link in the description, but I'll give a quick description of what and how you can invest. So the launch is on the 31st of August, and you basically have 2 ways to invest. One way is to be investing as a retail investor. So let's say you're not a whale or you don't have so much money in this project. You basically need to buy 100 Thorstarter coins. You can buy it from SushiSwap, from your decentralized wallet. I'm not going to buy now. I'm just going to show you how you can do it. And once you purchase 100, or if you want more, you go to Thorstarter. This is, by the way, Skyrim and the pricing. I'll get back to this. So you come here, you go to the Thorstarter governance, you select the governance page, and then you connect your wallet and you lock 100 tokens, XRune, and then that would give you 100 VXRune, which is the token you need to use for this project as a retail investor. So that basically gives you, think of it as a participation. If you want to participate in this, you need to have 100 token locked. And I think 100 token now costs like $40 to $50. So you're not going to lose that. You're just going to use that token to lock it. And you can even unlock it in the future and take it back and convert it back to dollar. But because, remember, this is on Ethereum, so Starter, it's going to cost you a bit of gas fee. So I would just take that $50, lock it in, and participate in all the future sales as well. So that's a better approach, I think. If you're a member who has a lot of Thorchain, you could just lock your whatever you have. Let's say you have 10,000 Thorstarter coins, and then automatically they'll invest it for you based on the pricing and give you the tokens for each launchpad. But this is if you're a big investor already. Again, I put the link here in the description and you can have a look. And pretty much what they say is go to the governance page, select Skyrim, choose the investment size, deposit, and receive the token. Now, there's no threshold in the participation, and they're going to use auction model. So dynamic price auction means they're going to start around $1 price. So when they launch, the price is going to be $1. And then there's a timer on how long it takes and people can invest. And once it reaches that end of the auction period, they're going to reach the end price of 10 cents. The price would be flexible depending on the demand. So if a lot of people trying to buy the token, the price would change and the dynamic of price goes higher. And yeah, I don't think it's going to reach 10 cents. I think the price with the public sale price, to be fair, is going to be around 20 cents. But they start at $1, see how much the demand is, and the price goes lower and lower. So make sure you commit to this. Maybe not at the beginning, maybe a bit later during the sale. But one thing they also mentioned, as I'm in the community of Thorstarter, is let's say you invested in the project and you deposited your money at the 50 cents mark, and the end price based on the demand comes to be 30 cents. You would get the remainder of your money back. You don't need to worry about that. Oh, I bought this token at 50 cents. So that's why it's dynamic price auction. It depends on the pricing. It depends how many people invested and the market cap based on that. So if $10 million, of course, the price goes 10x and it becomes 10 times 100 cents, $1 and something. But if it's, $1. But if it's, let's say 3x, the price becomes 30 cents. What I mean is you don't need to worry about investing later or earlier, but just get familiar with the project. And when you want to buy, make sure you go to Etherscan and check the gas fee. So if it's lower gas fee, it's better for you. Today is Sunday. Sundays are usually cheaper for that. They're going to raise $500,000. That's quite a big raise. And there's going to be no vesting here. So all good. End price of 10 cents. So the end price, as you can see, is really close to the private sale and public sale. Sorry, private sale and the seed price. And even if it goes to, let's say, 30 cents, remember, most of the tokens are still held by the investors. So I can't find the slide anyway, but there's only 15% release for the private sale. So they're not going to dump their coin and you're not going to lose money probably. In terms of Thorstarter, if you need more information, I'll post this on the description. And I hope you will be successful in investing in this project. One last thing I was actually interested to show you is the social media following for this project. The social media following has 11,000, which is not as big as some, like 20K, 30K, but they have grown a lot over the last month and they have a good marketing plan. And remember, they're followed by Thorstarter, and Thorstarter has a big following as well, 26,000. They also have very good support in social media. So these are all positive signs. No financial advice given again here, but I'm pretty optimistic on this, especially being the first type of product acting as a robo-advisor in the market. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you get lucky if you're interested to invest, but make sure you're safe. Make sure you invest with due diligence. You do your own research. You choose the time that the gas fee is low, and you only invest the amount that you are willing to lose, because we are in cryptocurrency and nothing is guaranteed. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, please like, share this with your friends, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks.